Hello. We now have our character fully rigged and posed, so we'll be talking a bit about that as well as a bit about some other issues I have been running into with rendering it up. As you can see, there's also some issues with certain parts poking through, but that is honestly less the worry. So let's just kind of start by going out, looking at his pose. It's a nice little simple punch, not as dynamic as I was hoping for because these things actually kind of prevent you from moving a bit. I was making a better version of the skeleton at some point, but that was also in the hopes that I could up render. But this is the general pose. If I were able to turn it into a normal mesh, I would smooth out some stuff, detail some stuff, which I might still do anyway for the full render just to see what I can do with it. But for the sake of this assignment, this is the pose. This is everything we got going for it. We have the hair pose. We have the hands pose separately. This hand's over here in a fist. This hand's over here is open palm. Going down. We have this foot, which could also be a bit more dynamic. This one is already bending into a pose. A little bit of a step. The belt has actually been posed more, so it's going back kind of with the punch, just kind of coming in with that punch. And yeah, that is where the character's at currently. I'll make a 32 example just so I can kind of go over a couple things that I am not fully understanding with how and why it's not working. But we can also kind of just go simple, be like, oh, look at this mesh. So kind of look more at the skeleton real quick because we already went over that last time. So I'll just kind of do a quick scan. This one, as you can see, was already slightly posed to what I was doing with the arms. A lot of extra bones to keep control on the hard surface objects as well as inside the belt and inside the ponytail. Fairly simple, basic ones kind of in the hands. But now I will go over the issues I've been having. So, with this new one that I made, T-Pose 4 Angry 2, whatever it wants to call itself, I can go in here, I can do a Z plugin, I can go Transpose Master, and I can do this thing. So I'm not sure if this is a requirement or not that we're supposed to be able to do this with our mesh, but I can do this with this one, where it finds all its necessary pieces and it gets it all transposed. I am not able to get this to work at all with anything rigged. Like, for example, this one, with its rigging, I made its selected mesh be T-pose for, but I guess I already had T-posed it, but regardless, let's say you do that, and you go to Z plugin, not found. It, no matter what, will never bring it back to that pose. No matter how much you want it to, no matter how much anything else, and also won't bring that skeleton back down, but that's not really an issue because that's why we made this separate saving so we can do this as an example. Because either way it won't work, which is what I ran into with this, is I can turn this kind of into a normal thing. And then from here I can like maybe start smoothing out some things, fixing up some stuff, like maybe obviously fixing up that. But then even then you start like blending everything in together. So I'm probably gonna work on this, basically. Maybe some move tool on that kind of thing. If we go move tool. But that just is the issue I'm having currently. And then there's certain things like this where it's like, well, what can I even do? Maybe I can. It's not called bulge in this, it's in flat. Maybe for this kind of issue, I can in flat everything that's beneath it and then start smoothing it out together. I don't know. But that's what I'm running into right now. So it's like, well, how do I really upres this to be a cool posed thing? I kind of can't. There's kind of like too many issues going on. Some of them are just because of the geometry like that. But some of them are just a matter of, well, the tool itself is not working how I would like it to, or how I think it's supposed to work going to ZBrush. But that is it for this recording. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.